welcome back to my YouTube channel, Grad School Gist with Faith, your go-to channel regarding anything concerning grad school application tips, scholarship opportunities abroad, and so many more. So in today's video, we'll be comparing and we'll be contrasting two different countries. In case you're at lost on which country you should travel to for your grad school, so we'll be comparing the United Kingdom and the United States. Yes, the UK and the US. And I won't really say the UK is a country because we all know that the UK consists of 4 countries. Yes, that's England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So we won't really say the UK is like a country, but we'll be comparing both the UK and the US. Now, for their visa, if you want to get student visa in the UK, you don't need to go for interview, that is visa interview. They call it tier 4, but mostly called student visa. But the tier 4 visa in the UK, for you to get a student visa, all you have to do is to apply for the visa, and once all your documents are complete, then you'll be sent a mail that you've gotten the student visa. But for the US student visa is called the F1 visa. Now, for the F1 visa, you need to apply for your F1 online. Then after you've applied, you'll be given a date for your visa interview. So for the UK, you don't need to go for an interview before you get your tier 4 visa. You need to go for visa interview before you can get your F1 visa, that is their student visa. That's for the visa. Now, for scholarship, yes, for scholarship in the UK, there is no scholarship opportunities like that. Do not misquote me. There are some scholarship bodies that you can get in the UK, and you can get some discounts from the university you're applying to, but you have to have money. Yes, you have to have money before you can go to school in the UK. Those are in the UK today, they mostly go on self-sponsorship. That is, they sponsor their education themselves. So all you can get is like discount, maybe like 10% discount from the university or 20% discount from the university. Though there are some scholarship bodies like Erasmus Mundus. If you are lucky, you can be posted in the UK, but Erasmus Mundus is not just for the UK, it's for Europe. So if you are lucky, you can be posted in the UK for your scholarship. But mostly you don't really get scholarship like that. Most of the people that are schooling in the UK today, they pay themselves. When they are talking about scholarship, the US, the United States, is the scholarship headquarters of the world. Right from your BSc, your undergraduate, to PhD, you can be certain that you can get one scholarship or the other in the US. So if you want to get scholarship, you need graduate assistantship fellowships. Do not look elsewhere. Please just look towards the United States of America. You are going to get scholarship. It's in abundance. Like it's so much. There is so much funding in the US. Yes, so that is one advantage of going to the US. If you want to go school abroad and you need scholarship, that is what is in your head is majorly the money. Please look towards the US. Then your partner. For the UK, if you are on a student visa and either your husband or your wife is with you and you are a student studying in the UK, your wife or your husband can work while you go to school. Also, you can also work 20 hours per week while you go to school. So that's an advantage. Your partner can work when you're on student visa in the UK. Now, for the US, when you are on F1 visa as a student in the United States of America, your partner is on F2 visa. Your partner cannot work in the US. That's another major difference that's another major difference between the UK and the US. Your partner can work while you are in the UK, but when you are in the US, your partner that is on F2 visa, you the student, you're on F1 visa, but your partner that is on F2 visa cannot work while you are in the US. So when you are in the US, your partner cannot work, but when you are in the UK, your partner can work and earn money while you are also schooling. Then for your postgraduate work visa, that is when you are done with your postgraduate studies, can you work? Yes, in the UK, when you are done with your graduate studies, you can work for 2 years. Yes, you can work for 2 years when you are done with your studies. In the US, you can also work, but it is called OPT, optional practical training. Now, OPT in the US, if you are non-STEM, that is, you studied something outside science, technology, engineering and mathematics, your OPT in the US is just for 12 months. But if you are a STEM, like you study something related to science, technology, engineering and mathematics, the OPT you can extend it to 36 months. That's 3 years. After you are done studying, you have the privilege to work both in the US and in the UK. Now let's go on for those that want to migrate after their studies. Now, what is the PR part, that is permanent residence part, in the US and in the UK? Now, the permanent residence in the UK is called ILR, which means indefinite leave to remain. Now, to get an ILR in the UK, you need to move from your tier 4 visa to tier 2 visa. Now, the tier 2 visa is like a work visa that you'll be eligible to work for 5 years. Now, you need an employer that would sponsor your visa and you'll be eligible to work for 5 years in the UK. Now, for you to apply for ILR in the UK, you need to have worked in the UK for like 5 years. Now, after you've gotten your tier 4 visa, which is like a skilled worker visa, then you can then apply for your ILR. Then you'll be able to stay permanently in the UK. Now, for the US, we all know that the PR part is called green card, the popular green card. Now, there are 3 pathways that there are more pathways, but I'm just going to be listing 3 pathways that you can be able to get green card. Number 1 is you can get your green card through an employer, yes, and it's called the H1B visa. Now, for you to get the H1B visa after your OPT, maybe you got to work with a company that can sponsor your visa, then they can sponsor your visa and you'll be able to get the H1B. Then from the H1B you can apply for your green card. Then there's another one called the EB1. If you are the type that you are extremely intelligent, you have extraordinary ability in science, in arts, in education, in business, then you can, and you're a researcher, you can then apply for the EB1 visa. Then lastly, if you see an American that fell in love with you, yes, if you see an American that you are deeply in love and you got married, you can also get your green card through that part. So those are the major differences between the UK and the US. They both have their advantages and they both have their disadvantages. So you can consider these differences, then you'll be able to make your choices appropriately. If you have any question concerning anything regarding grad school application, scholarship opportunities abroad, you can do well to drop them in the comment section. Or if you think you have deeper questions that you don't want to drop in the comment section, you can also send me a mail. I'm going to drop my email address in the description box below. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.